8.5 is paying off simple interest installment loans. So what we want to be able to do is compute the final payment when paying off an installment loan. So again, these that we've been talking about are all about installment loans, not single payment loans. So for this one, the first thing that we have to calculate is what our interest is. So that is an I. So interest is equal to the principal. That's the balance that you have remaining on your installment loan, times the rate, turned into a decimal, and then divided by 12. Now we divide by 12 because if we take the principal times the rate, that is an annual interest amount, 12 months. But we don't want the interest, we don't want to pay the interest for a 12-month period. We only want to pay the interest for a 1-month period. So we have to divide by 12. And then to calculate the final payment, we take the balance, the current balance that is remaining, and then add that current month's interest. And then the way that we calculate the interest saved is a little bit complicated. So we have to figure out what the total payback would have been if we had paid everything off on time, so not paying anything back early. So that would be our monthly payment times the number of months that the loan was for. And then the sum of the previous payments, this is what we've already paid back. So when we calculate this, we're taking the monthly payment, so our monthly amount, and we're multiplying it times the number of payments we've already made. And then the final payment amount is coming from this right here. So what we do is we add these two together, we add everything that we've already paid. So the monthly amount times the payments made, and then the final payment amount, and we subtract that from the total payback amount. So let's look and see how this works. So we've got Killian here. He's got a 6-month loan, $1,800 at 12%, and he's already made 3 payments. So we want to figure out what is the final payment amount going to be if he pays off the loan with his 4th payment. So just like with the last section, the first thing we have to do is we have to calculate the amount that is going to go to interest. So to do that, we take, and we're going to call this the current month interest. So we're going to take the balance that he has left on the loan, which is that $913.70. And we're going to multiply that times our interest rate, which is 12%. So that as a decimal would be 0.12. So 913.70 times 0.12, that's equal to 109.644. But we also need to remember to divide that by 12. So when we divide it by 12, we get 9.137. Remember that when we're dealing with money, we always need to round properly. So this 7 is going to bump this amount up by a penny. So the current month's interest is actually going to be $9.14. So if we want to pay off the loan right now without having to wait for another 3 months and just keep paying that $310.50 monthly, what we want to do is we're going to take that $9.14 and add it on to the $913.70, and that will tell us the total payment amount that we have to make to pay off the loan. So we're going to take this $913.70 again, and we're going to add in this $9.14. Which would be 9/22/84. So if Killian wanted to pay off his spring break amount with the next payment, instead of paying 3 more payments of $310.50, he would have to pay $922.84. So the second question on here is asking how much would he save by paying off the loan early. So I'm going to jump backwards because we're going to need this payment amount. This is $922.84. So final payment amount was $922.84. 84. All right, so here's how we're gonna do this. The first thing we have to do is calculate how much we would have paid back if we had kept paying all of these monthly payments. So we are gonna take our monthly payment and we're gonna multiply it by the number of months that our loan was scheduled for. So that's 6 months. So that's the first thing we're gonna do. So our monthly amount is $310.50 and our loan length was for 6 months. So $310.50 times 6, that's $1863. Okay, so that's the amount that we should have paid back, and that should make sense because we have a finance charge in there. So we borrowed $1,800, but we were supposed to pay back $1,800.63 if we would have made all 6 of those payments. But we wanted to pay it off early, so we got to figure out how much have we already paid. So we're going to take the monthly amount and we're going to multiply it times the number of payments already made. Okay, so that's $310.50 again. And we've already made, you can see, we've made 3 of those payments. And that's $931.50. We also have this final payment, right? And the final payment was $922.84. So this is how much we were supposed to pay, and when we add these two together, this is how much we actually paid. So we paid $1854.34. So the difference between these two is going to be how much money we saved. So if we subtract $1863 and $1854.34, the amount that we saved is $8.66.